Yeah, Peter Lane, geologist in Margaret River. Donnelly River is one of many rivers that flow off the Yilgarn Craton down the Darling Scarp, although it's not a very dominant scarp where the Donnelly River flows down, and then across the Scott Coastal Plain. During many times of the year, there's not very much water flowing down the scarp, particularly in late summer, and yet the Donnelly River continues to be fairly deep, and it's navigable by a ferry that runs up and down the river, well worth the trip. And it's supported by groundwater. It cuts through a wetland area, and both the Leaderville Formation and the Yarragadee Formation discharge groundwater into the river and into the surrounding wetlands. The wetlands can be quite extensive following really strong rainfall, and we've been down there following the high rainfalls of, I'm not sure, 2011. And in many places you could take a canoe and go off the river and explore into the wetlands for kilometres. Extraordinarily, they used to run cattle over a lot of that area. A very delicate area biologically, and they've moved the cattle off I think it was about 30 years ago completely, and a lot of it has recovered. It's a very interesting and biodiverse area. Towards the mouth of the river, you can see how it's cut into the coastal limestone, and on the eastern side there's exposed limestone cliffs, which actually you can see how the river's exhumed old limestone caves. The typical of West Australian estuaries, most of them don't flow into the sea all the time. It's pretty ephemeral. A sandstone bar across the river can be expected almost any time you go down there, and yet a lot of water flows through that bar into the Southern Ocean. A little further to the west of the river is Lake Jasper. Lake Jasper also is in the wetland area, and it's kept alive by discharge of water from the Yarragadee and Leaderville aquifers. And it's been calculated that the water flowing through that takes about 7 months to go through that lake and discharge into the Southern Ocean. Well, yeah, very, very interesting areas and very delicate areas.